Let's go see if we can wake the pigs up. Hey, pigs! Hey, pigs! Hey, pigs! Hey, pigs! Woo! Hey, pigs! You guys ready to move today? Hey, pigs! Hey, pigs! Let's go down and see how they did down in the brushy stuff. I was out here last night checking it out and they did pretty good. Everything they could reach pretty much is chewed down, so they love these blackberries. Like here's an example. This is a blackberry or black raspberry, and everything they could reach, all the leaves are chewed off. If I stomp this down to the ground, they'll come eat it. Come on, pigs! Come on, pigs! They love blackberry. I think this is giant ragweed. So some of it they just didn't get knocked over, but they've made it so I can get in here now and see what I've got to clean up. This is the spot they kind of turned into their campground here. So this is where they were sleeping a lot. Got this all cleared out. But there's still a little bit of brush and stuff in here, but I can get in here now and clear back from these trees and open it up. In fact, my brush hog will probably, I can see what I'm getting into now. I might be able to push my brush hog down in here because it's kind of a flat spot right here. Could probably clean this up in no time. Little buckeye tree here. I believe that's what that is. But they are ready to move. So there's the wire back in there. And they've got little trails going all through all this stuff. They found a little tiny remnant of some woven wire fence right back in there in between those trees. I probably need to take down a couple of these trees just to open it up so that it's easier to get in here. Definitely want to take down the brush, clean up the fallen stuff after they go. Look at them, they love it. They ate all the leaves off that blackberry and that ragweed I pushed over right there already. Good job, pigs. Good job. Just push down a couple more of those blackberries and ragweed and stuff that's there and they're just going to town. People don't think of pigs as foragers, but this is their natural environment. This is what they love. But you can see how they've opened this up. I can't remember 100% for sure if I have a before of this, but I'll have to look. So here's where they're coming from. that in there looked very similar to where they're going, which is right across this line. Some more brush stuff for them to clean up. This is right along my property line, right behind that brushy stuff there. There's some grapevine in there, Multiflora rose, ragweed, blackberries. So we'll put them in that wooded line. That'll give them plenty of shade. And I'm actually going to give them access to this area here. They're going to give me access in there where I can get in there without getting torn up by the thorns. And we're going to get this area cleaned up. Because I actually, before the pigs were in here, I was mowing this with the regular mower and brush hog. So this area in here is not too bad where it's low. It's not brushy. And they'll help me clean this up. I've also noticed too, they seem to be killing back the poison ivy quite a bit. This tree right here has some poison ivy on it. And they'll eat all that at the base. Or at least root at it and tear it up and knock it back a little bit. Poison ivy is a beneficial plant to wildlife with all the berries. Deer will also eat poison ivy. Here's some of the berries. But it's not somewhere you want it where you're going to be walking, and you also don't want it on your high quality trees. Like this is a really good walnut tree right here. So you don't want that on your high quality trees because it'll get up in there and start to choke the tree out, and it could damage the tree. So if it's on a tree you don't care about, that's fine. But so right back in here is the corner where they were. Underneath this you can see maybe see some orange flagging right there. That is a marker for where my property pin is. So I'm going to come from that property pin and come right back along this wood line right here. Tons of shade in here underneath this maple tree. And back behind that fallen brush back there is another property pin, and then it turns up that way. You might just be able to see some orange flagging right there. So I'm going to give them access to this whole area in here. See how they do. Let's get going. Right now we're just trying to fake the pigs out. Make them think the fence is still up even though it's not on. Right, Jace? Mm-hmm. And we're stealing these posts so that we can use them to put up our other side of our fence. Well, we're just a few posts short, but I think we can start stringing out our fence now. And then we'll get them moved over and we can pull up all the extra posts and stick them in between the spots that are hanging too low.
Oh, big log. Oh, downhill. All right. I thought I was taking photos. My dad set a couple of this in the back of the range. So that's what we're doing. I don't know why, but I always think my voice sounds squeaky whenever I do the videos, but in real life it sounds like not squeaky. It's weird. Alright. See y'all in a little bit. See ya.
They're starting to find the opening here. Once one of them goes across, they all figure it out to be safe. They're funny though, they know where that line was. They all stop at it usually just to see whether or not it's safe to go across, but I haven't had a problem just letting them go through where the wire was. I know some people create gates in their system to make it easier to move, but eventually they figure out the wires down and they get moving. So they are going to town. Found the ragweed right away. I've got some invasives in here. Multiflora rose, Japanese stiltgrass, some barberry, things like that that these pigs are going to help me with. So I say in 10 to 14 days, this through here will resemble more like this. And don't get all upset about this bare ground. They've stirred up the seed bank the top 2 to 3 inches, which is fine. And that will come back even better than it was.